paid program. Views expressed on this program are not necessarily those of CBS Radio, its sponsors, or affiliates.
Good morning. Welcome to the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show, brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. I'm your host, Harvey Free. We have our whole panel with me. To my right, Mr. Harry Glantz.
Morning, everybody. I like that AC/DC intro.
I missed you, buddy.
I love you. Yeah, thanks. Happy New Year, Alex.
Man.
Everybody doing well?
Yeah, you too, man. Yeah, awesome, buddy.
Hey,
Good.
Alex Nafusi across the street from me. Hey, what's up, Alex?
I'm good. How are you, buddy?
I know you took it easy last night. You visited some of your favorite restaurants.
I was out with my mom and dad. Yes, I'm
Good night.
clearly old now.
You're such a nice son.
Well,
You are. You're a good son.
Well, my brother and sister moved away, so I'm the only one that's here, so I have a big responsibility to make sure to take care
So
of
you're the favorite now.
Yeah, to take care of Julie and Paul.
Good for you.
January
I do what I
14th, 2017, we bring in Stephanie Janiga. Hey,
Hi
Steph,
there.
how you doing?
Are you guys doing?
Fantastic. Thank you. Keller Williams Associate Broker out there in North Villanova, the whole area out there on the west side. Sounds great. She'll sell and buy or help you buy a house anywhere in Southeast Michigan, maybe even further than that, right? If
Buy
it's
or
worth
sell,
it.
yes.
Okay, anything you want to do. I'll definitely taking your calls live in the studio. As always, 248-539-9797. Always a Capital Mortgage. 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker.
So guess what, Stephanie? I've been waiting to ask you this. When I heard you were on the show, when you were our guest on the show, I've been waiting. Because the last time you and I talked, we were talking about, how since 2012, for 5 years, the purchase market has been very, very strong. And then you and I talked, and you said, well, maybe it's kind of we kind of used a baseball analogy. Maybe it's this late 7th, early 8th inning of the game. Maybe the purchase market isn't going to be as hot. I'm going to tell you what I'm feeling, then I want to hear what your take is on this.
Yes, I'm interested to hear what you think.
Yeah, we're right now, we're sitting at January 14th. It seems to me that 2017, all indications in Southeast Michigan that the home purchase market is going to continue to be strong for another year. That'll make 6 straight years. What do you think?
I agree with you. I was actually pulling some stats just last night, taking a look at these, and even myself being in the market every single day, I was surprised to look at these numbers. I mean, just in general, the number of listings that we have, the number of home sales that we have is number of homes on the market is way down. However, our sales are still up there.
Right.
The demand is there, supply and demand.
So the demand is there, the buyers are there, and anything, even right now we're going to call it the dead of winter, even in the dead of winter, if a property is in the right position, if it looks good, if it's marketed properly, it's going to sell pretty quickly.
It will sell very quickly.
There
Our
you go.
days on the market are way down. We're down by, 10% of last year.
I think we're just going to continuously run into this all spring long. I mean, we're going to talk about this morning, too, and we want to hear from you. 248-539-9797. This inventory situation really crept up on us the last 2 years. It's going to be there again. And if you're thinking about buying a house, we talked about it earlier. Is this fall now going into, obviously in the winter now, is there a little window to purchase before everyone else is overbidding on the same house?
Now, the next 2 months, really. So when I was pulling the stats and looking at this, our supply of inventory, so really how quickly are we going to run out of houses if no new homes come on the market?
Right.
We are down 32% from last year. Now there's
From inventory?
Yes.
So then people are going to say, okay, so are you going to get any deals? The answer is really no.
No,
You're not going to get a deal.
Yeah.
Find the house, find the house that you like. If it's in good shape and you can get it now, then you have to do it now, because all indications, there is nothing that is stopping the tide of home buying, because listen, jobs are plentiful. People are making more money. The economy is getting stronger. Interest rates are still really, really, really low. Okay. And the lack of inventory is only going to push the prices up. And here in the springtime, when everything looks really good, then we're sheep. In our society, we're sheep. Everybody likes to do things at the same time. They're all going to come out, and guess what that's going to do to the home price?
We're going to start hearing all those buyers
go
get
up.
frustrated
it's going to
again.
push them up, but you got to remember though, the house still has to appraise out. That's the issue. I mean, the inventory's low, but if there's no sales,
Right.
you need comparable sales to support the value of the house you're trying to buy. That's going to be the issue.
It's going to take more money for any borrower out there, and you better have a better plan than you had in the last year and moving forward. We're going to talk about all of that this morning. Come and join the show, 248-539-9797. That's right. If you want the piece of that American dream, if your pocketbook says, hey, you need a mortgage, then just like many Americans, including myself and all eligible borrowers, you need to figure out quite a bit of information, starting with the approval letter here and making sure you get that true approval letter.
I'm so glad
what
you went
we
there.
do at the
I'm
office.
so glad you just said that.
Go ahead, jump in on that.
I'm so glad you just went there, buddy. So one of my good friends and a client of ours sent me an article that said that the caption of the article is home purchases falling apart across the country. Typical BS, whatever,
Fake news,
media, whatever,
false.
fake news. Yeah. So the article says that 11.6
Did you say
of the
fake news?
I don't know.
Did you
I did
just
say fake
that?
news. Yes, I did. It's,
Oh
it's
my
ridiculous.
God.
It's
I
really
said
good.
it. He piggybacked it. Thank you.
Oh my God.
Why was that?
No, I'm just going with it.
So
I know
Trumpian of you.
It wasn't a Trump thing. I was
But
just
the article-
It's just stirring the pot. I'm sorry. It's stirring the pot news, and it said that 11.6 of all purchases fall apart. Okay, if you're a mortgage banker and 11% of your purchases are falling out, you're terrible at your job.
You need a new
industry,
Do
right.
something else.
That's right.
I mean that should never happen. If a purchase falls apart, it's for very you switch jobs and go from a W-2 employee to a commission employee.
Okay.
That
That
would
could
make it
We've
fall
seen
apart.
that. Yeah,
All right,
that's
so-
not good.
Or a failed inspection.
Or you switch, like you said, you switch jobs. You incurred more debt in the process. You don't really have the funds
Yeah.
to close.
You-
Now,
you-
shouldn't
you
all
buy a
these things-
Ferrari.
So watch this, Alex, and I know it's a rhetorical question because you guys know the answer to this question. Shouldn't all of this be done up front before you issue an approval letter and make somebody sign a purchase agreement and make
Well,
somebody
yeah,
go through
absolutely.
Yes.
4 weeks of mortgage hell, Stephanie? And then all of a sudden at the 11th hour, some mortgage guy's calling you up, Stephanie, saying, hey, we can't get this guy approved. I mean, shouldn't that have been done months ago?
Why are you
we
writing
just
it?
saw this pop up last minute. No, it did not pop up last minute.
Hey, do you know?
Usually not. Yeah,
Hey, listen, and listen. We've been doing this for 25 years, and we've been on the radio doing this show, giving consumer advocacy advice, counseling, advisory things, just telling people, hey, listen, try to avoid these pitfalls. Right? Do you know what the percentage of capital mortgage funding of purchase transactions that we take fall through at the end?
It's less than
gotta be under
1%.
2%.
Less than 1%.
Yeah.
So that means less than 1 out of 100. Less than that. Because, hey, listen, things happen. People do lose their jobs in the middle of a transaction.
Right.
It happens. Okay? But it just shouldn't happen if you go to a place where they do everything up front and then issue that commitment. The commitment that Alex and Harvey and I issue and our entire staff, that's been underwritten. It's over. It's done. Now, if a borrower all of a sudden is discovered that they can't come up with the things that we need, they lose a job, they go through a divorce in the middle. Listen, real life things happen in the middle of transactions. But not, yeah, you can buy the house, and then at the end, no, you can't.
Well,
I mean,
there's-
come on, Stephanie. How often does that happen? How often do you see that?
Thankfully, I don't see it all that often.
Good.
Yes.
So I had a guy come in the office the other day. Nice guy, great dude, and he had an approval from a competitor of ours, a pre-approval.
Okay.
Okay, cool, man. So I'm going through his documents. He has a 75% back end ratio.
And
from a
someone
debt
issued
taker
them, right.
standpoint.
Yeah.
So in layperson's term, that means what?
I'm with you. So,
Yeah.
so if in simple math, if you make $1,000 a month, that means his monthly bills are $750.
Right.
Okay, you're not getting a loan, dude. No.
All right.
And of course, he's well. So they gave me the approval. I'm like, listen, man, if you want to go with them, that's fine. I can't do anything for you, but I'm telling you right now, man, you're going to build up all your family's hopes and your kids' hopes. And I'll be all excited to buy this house, and it's never going to happen.
Yeah, you want to get in front of the right mortgage people ahead of time. That's what we urge here. Again, want to hear from your calls this morning, 248-539-9797. Going back to that conversation, getting that approval first. Obviously, we go over the funds to close. Then you're working with a qualified real estate agent, and you're out there looking at homes, and they have the confidence. But then there's so many moving parts, and we coined that phrase in the last couple of years. You got the inspection, then you've got the appraiser, potentially some negotiation between their title insurance companies. There are a lot of moving parts. Insurance agents, you got to have a team of professionals. You got to have a plan together, and I'm saying more so in 2017 because the lack of inventory.
If we thought things were moving fast last year, like get ready. It's going to be moving even faster this year. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, you list a house and then you see about 10 cars. You pull up and the open house starts and you already have 10, 15 families with offers ready to go.
There's a stream of people outside the door, or you lose a house in a matter of 2 hours. That wakes you up real quick.
Right. Okay. It leads to other things too, Steph, in the transaction, such as, their seller's concessions are very normal in transactions. The seller's concessions have been going on forever. And what a seller's concession is it helps a buyer get into the house. Again, the three components of home ownership, typically down payment, your closing costs, and your prepaids, which are escrow and your homeowners. So it might equal, for example, let's use $15,000. Well, if you're if you're working with $10,000, you need some money to help you with this transaction. Well, your bid might not get accepted because the other offer doesn't need those.
Exactly. When you're competing against other people, it's hard to beat cash, especially if you're coming in with concessions. I would urge you to get out there sooner than later and try to get those. If you need a deal like that, get out there sooner than later.
All right, we're going to share tons of great advice for you. Keep it here on 97.1 The Ticket. We'll be right back.
The new 2017 Chevrolet Malibu offers dramatic design, exceptional efficiency, and advanced technology. A hat trick with wheels. I'm Dylan Larkin, Red Wing and Detroit native. Chevrolet is offering tickets to see the team take the ice at an upcoming home game. Brought to you by Chevrolet, official vehicle of the Red Wings.
Hi, Harry Glantz for Capital Mortgage Funding. Rates are at historic lows, so what are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE and let our award-winning staff help you save money. Look, if you're looking to purchase a new home, refinance your existing home, and you want to save money, call 1-800-LOW-RATE and take advantage of these historic low rates. That's Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. What are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE. Capital Mortgage Funding is powered by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, NMLS ID number 2289, Equal Housing Lender.
The only place in the world to experience it is Greektown Casino Hotel. It's gaming on rocket fuel. Introducing Synergy Table Games, which fuses high-energy entertainment, live DJs, music, and giant video displays for a gaming experience like never before. Guests can play roulette, blackjack, craps, and baccarat all at the same time. Synergy is game-changing gaming only at Greektown Casino Hotel. Must be at least 21 to gamble. Visit Player Services for details.
DTE Energy wants you to know that despite their best efforts, sometimes power lines will fall. And here to talk to us about how to stay safe is John from DTE. Hey there, John.
Hello.
So, what do we need to know?
A lot of things can make lines fall. Vehicle accidents, storms, ice. So the first thing you need to know is stay at least 20 feet away. Keep your kids and pets away as well. Then report it using the DTE Energy mobile app or call 1-800-477-4747.
Great. We can use the app or call. What else?
Remember, any down line can be deadly, even if it's not sparking. And anything it comes in contact with may conduct a current, like fences or patio furniture.
Got it. Anything else that you want us to know?
DTE is working hard to make the system more resilient, but sometimes lines will come down. So if you see one, remember, stay away, report it to DTE Energy immediately, as we want to keep everyone safe.
Thanks, John. Folks, to find out more, go to DTEenergy.com/safety center. DTE Energy, know your own power.
Mark Z here with Keller Williams. The winter season is one of the best times to sell your home. While your competition is waiting till spring and summer, I'll have your home sold, guaranteed. While most realtors are still sleeping, my team is selling a home every day. Get the Z Guarantee, a proven system to get your home sold for top dollar in the shortest amount of time. Go to soldbymarkz.com and start packing.
Get the Z Guarantee. Call Mark Z. Call 844-SOLD-BY-Z.
Attention men, if you have tried or wanted to try Viagra or Cialis, or if you've ordered an over-the-counter product in the last few years, Noxitril is an option that is completely private, has received tremendous reviews, and can be at your door in just days. Pharmaceutical companies dislike us because we present a real option to their higher prices and insurance limitations. After years of research, Noxitril has been developed and formulated in U.S. FDA labs, packed with the highest quality potent ingredients. Noxitril is a true breakthrough in male potency. This remarkable all-natural pill is being called Viagra on steroids. So what are you waiting for? Call now and ask how to get your free supply.
Call now and get your free supply. Call 800-726-9271. That's 800-726-9271. Call now and get your free supply. 800-726-9271. 1-800-726-9271.
24 Seconds Bar and Grill in Berkeley is the place to be for everything sports. Get great beer specials during the football playoffs all weekend and great specials for all Detroit hockey and basketball games. There's always free parking at 24 Seconds in Berkeley. 24secondsbar.com.
You can now watch Valenti and Foster live streaming video afternoons 2 to 6 at 971theticket.com.
Welcome back. 9:16 if you're just joining us. It's the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. Call Capital all day long at 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. We have a full staff all weekend long to take care of your business. Get that approval letter now. And again, so many families out there are still looking to consolidate debt and take advantage of this great equity we have over the last 3 to 5 years. So many opportunities out there to save money. Call the professionals and get it done
So,
the right
Harvey,
way.
it's the beginning of the new year. Happy New Year to everybody out there. 2017 is going to be a good year. But like we talk about and like people need to do, we've dedicated 2017 to really the educational process. What we talk about is we have to educate clients. We have to educate and get out into the community and really educate people about the home buying process. Stephanie's a big part of that. She does a lot of home buying seminars. I had a great breakfast yesterday. People might know this guy. You've heard him on the radio. You've seen him on TV. His name is Lawrence Levy from Levy & Associates Tax and Resolution.
Oh, yeah.
He's a tax resolution specialist. Here's the deal. If you have tax liens and you want to buy a house, guess what?
You need to pay him?
You need him. Yeah. You better call this guy up, right? So there are certain things when people have some issues, you need to call. When you have legal issues, you call an attorney. When you have medical issues, you call a doctor. When you have tax issues, you call a tax resolution specialist, okay? This guy works nonstop. I thought I worked a lot and I was up early and went to bed late. I think I go to bed later. He told me he goes to bed at 10:45. All right, but I don't do that. I go
That's
to
a
bed
good time. I like that. That's a nice one.
Yeah, I go to bed at 3:45.
Oh,
okay, but wake up at 5:30. It's okay. Don't worry about that. That's just my issue. But listen, you have to put you have to put people on your team.
I'm like an infant with sleeping.
So when you're building a team, you have to get a team in place that's going to help you make a success out of what you're trying to accomplish. Buying a house doesn't have to be difficult if you line your ducks up in a row properly. Get the pre-approval before you go make an offer. So many times people get in their car, they look at the property, they drive by the house, and they say, we want to buy that house. How do you know you can buy that house without being approved first? Okay, how do you know that you can buy a house if you have tax liens? All right, so that's my plug for Lawrence today. He's a great guy, Lawrence Levy. He's at 248-557-4048, and we'll probably bring him on our show as a tax specialist along with our other tax professionals. So we have teams that we can help you make successful. So
right.
That's the way it works, Harvey.
Yeah, we're setting up for 2017, and I'll keep it here, and I hope you listen to the show. If you're some new listeners out there, definitely always give us a phone call. We'd like to hear from you. 248-539-9797. Yeah, we have a really great lineup for you. Each week we're going to have a builder coming in, actually, in about 2 weeks. So a lot of the latest information here in Southeast Michigan, which is going to give you some advantages if you're out there trying to purchase a house.
Like you were saying, Steph, the purchase market's it's very, very hot right now. And, one of the things I mentioned last week is we've got a great new product. It's a renovation purchase loan where you can actually fix the house up. You're getting money to do the bathroom, do the kitchen, finish the basement, whatever. And now, granted, you don't close and get a check for $50,000 or whatever you want. You have to use contractors, and it's an escrow account. But it's a really, really cool product because a lot of these houses are aging.
I love these loans.
Yes.
It allows you to walk into a house and this kitchen's dated, or the bathroom's dated, or the carpeting's nasty. Think outside the box. You can actually get a good deal that way. So here you go. If you guys want a good deal, you're not going to get it from negotiating on a house that's already fixed up.
Correct.
Go find a house that's got some green shag carpeting and some ugly paint colors.
Right.
There you go. You're gonna.
It basically how it works is you bring in a cost consultant, and you walk through and you say, hey, I want to do this I want to redo the kitchen, and I want to fix this bathroom, and whatever, paint the shed, or whatever you want to do. And there's an as-is value on the appraisal and a subject-to value on the appraisal. So you can't, you can't put in a gold toilet and expect to get, $50,000, in equity out of that. But it's a great product because there's so much of that fill-in building right now, and I love all these guys doing the fill-in building. A lot of guys, like I have friends doing it and all that, which is outstanding. But dude, you're paying those guys to do that, man. I mean, and if you're somewhat savvy, or have some handiness to it, you can definitely do it yourself.
Right.
I mean, it's a great product.
Similar to the FHA 203K product, but different. No upfront MIP.
Yeah, exactly, man. No, it's so there's you don't have the FHA BS with the sidewalk's cracked, fix this and scrape the peeling paint this. It's a conventional product. You can still buy out of the PMI. I mean, it's a really, really good product. Right. I mean, super cool.
No, it's really cool stuff. Again, we like to sort of piggyback that conversation with all sorts of opportunities out there.
Well, there's so many home buying programs out there. There are so many. People think that the regulations and the guidelines got tighter. That's not true. That's not true at all. You can put 3% down on a conventional loan. You can do home renovation loans. You 100% financing on a VA loan. There are all kinds of first-time home buyer programs we can get people into, Alex.
And you don't even have to be a first-time home buyer, Harry. I mean, that's just generally how it goes. Again, a lot of information out there. You really want to dig in a little bit deeper and find out what mortgage program would fit you. Again, that's all about getting with the professional people. Hey, FHA did something cool. They just reduced, well, it's going to go in effect here on the 27th of this month. They just reduced the monthly MIP.
Nice.
Now on a 3.5% down, that's down to 0.60. So it makes more affordability for more families out
So
there.
what does that mean in real dollars on a loan? I want to know in real dollars.
You know what? Here's what it actually did. It opens up 1 million more borrowers. That's the stat.
Pretend it's a Nerf toss.
A Nerf toss.
Break it down like a fraction.
It's not that much. It's literally about $35, $45. It all depends how much your loan amount is.
I guess if you save a little bit of money, it's not a bad thing. If somebody drops a check on my desk at the end of the year and it's for a few hundred or a few $1,000s, I'll take it. It's all about the longevity. See, when you pay MIP, that's with you forever until you refinance the property.
Well, that's what they just got right. They just rid that.
So they got rid of that. It's been something that has been going on for a very long time. Was it fair? I don't know. It was an insurance policy, let's face it. And a lot of people defaulted on homes.
Well, hey, in those families, you know what? They're coming back around again. We have millions of families across the United States that walked away from their homes. They ran into job loss. Whatever their bad situation was, they get a second chance at starting over again. But again, FHA really took it on the chin. They increased all those premiums. They filled up their assets where they need to be, and now they're sort of giving it back where it's a little bit less money for the MIP section. Again, what it means to everybody is more opportunities for first-time home buyers. But with that in mind, they're doing this because why? Because people aren't foreclosing. Foreclosures are now down to the lowest levels ever, really, compared back to, I think it goes all the way back to 2006. So again, more educated buyers are staying in their house because they're making better decisions. Fair enough. I can keep going, guys.
I have a quick question for you guys. So when I'm talking to buyers out there and I want them to have a pre-approval because all they want to do is go see homes right now, and I'm like, you need a pre-approval. What's their concern? So their concern is that you guys are going to pull their credit and it's going to ding their credit. So can you explain that?
I am so glad you said it. It's probably the biggest misconception of all time that checking your credit score has a negative impact on your credit score. It just doesn't. In the mortage world, they allow you to run those.
Right.
You're not shopping for a car. That would be different. That would be different.
Credit card, yes, it's gonna. And here it doesn't ding it. Maybe if you want to get a new Visa, I mean, what's it going to ding at a point?
Well, that's the difference. When you're talking about applying for consumer credit cards, going by appliances, you're going shopping, department store credit cards, car loans, things of that nature, that's going to ding your credit. When we do a mortgage banking credit report, see, that inquiry is going to show that somebody is looking to buy a house and they're not going around town trying to spend a bunch of money and opening up credit cards. So the answer to that question is no, it does not ding your credit. That's over. Done.
Definitely things you should do, though, if you think you got any credit blemishes out there. But you know what else we have? We have families that have great credit, but they might have too much credit. And sometimes getting in front of us before you start that purchase coming this spring or whenever you're thinking about doing it, it might only take us a week or two to literally get your credit score up by potentially paying down your balances on your credit card. Also, we've seen some families out there that they're authorized users, and they might have been an authorized users on mom or dad's credit card or some relative in the past, and now they have a late payment on there. So again, just checking your credit ahead of time before you dive into the mortgage market is going to probably help save you some money. So we got a lot of helpful tips here, and want to hear from you at 248-539-9797 this morning.
You have to set a plan forward if you're going to buy a house. You can't just wake up one morning and say, "Hey, let's go buy a house." You really have to put a team together. Yeah.
Do your homework. You're spending thousands of dollars. This is the biggest purchase typically for most people in their life. Do your homework, get your ducks in a row, and make sure you've got it all together.
I mean, you have to have an agent that's going to pull comparable sales or around the neighborhood to make sure you're not overpaying for the house and find out I mean, from an appraisal standpoint, you can't really go by price per square foot, but it is an indicator of if you're overpaying or underpaying for the house, if you get a good deal or not. But you have to have a good team in place for everything. Like Harry, it's like you said, whether it's attorneys or doctors or bankers, or, financial advisors, you have to have good people on your side. You can't just go off the cuff and just say, "Oh, I'm going to buy a house tomorrow."
Well, hey, sort of the same conversation as people shopping for automobiles. Are they spending more time shopping for automobiles, appliances, than your house and your mortgage? I don't know, but you definitely need to put your priorities straight and figure it all out. And as we say, get the professional people involved. Boy, the U.S. housing market is so strong again. And of course, we're experiencing here in Southeast Michigan. Yes. So get a piece of it. As we've talked about in the past, rents are through the roof. If you're sick and tired of paying your landlord's mortgage, be sure to give us a call here, 248-539-9797. We'll be right back.
Got a group to feed? Let the professionals at the Subway Catering Call Center help. The experts at the Subway Catering Call Center will assist you in customizing the ultimate feast for your meeting or event. They're making it easier than ever to cater any party, gathering, or meeting with delicious platters of subs, salads, and sides to fit any budget. When you need a catered meal, put Subway on your list. Just order online or dial up the Subway Catering Call Center at 877-360-CATER, 877-360-CATER. Please give 24-hour notice if ordering a giant sub.
Hello, this is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell. Here are a few quick divorce tips we provide our clients. Number 1, be the first to contact key players in the process. First impressions count. Number 2, at the end of the day, divorce law, like politics, is very local. Be sure your attorney knows well your judge and his courthouse, which in family court amounts to a king in his kingdom. Number 3, timing in divorce, as in everything else, is important. Passage of time always helps one side of the table, but never both. Know which side you're sitting on and act accordingly. For more info, check out dadsdivorce.com. It's a great resource, and it's free.
The attorneys at Cordell & Cordell work to help men maximize their role in their children's lives. Contact the domestic litigation firm of Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Michigan attorneys, a partner men can count on. 313-465-1999. Online at CordellCordell.com. That's CordellCordell.com. Offices in Troy, Ann Arbor, and Southfield.
It's time for some straight talk. The big wireless companies charge a boatload for their superior network coverage. But guess what? Straight Talk uses the same cell towers, but you pay half the cost. Who knew? Well, now you do. And I do. So let's do something. It's time to switch to Straight Talk. Unlimited plans start at just $45 a month on America's largest, most dependable networks. Straight Talk Wireless, only at Walmart.
Savings may vary. Please refer always to the latest terms and conditions of service at straighttalk.com.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas storage. Before you head up the ladder to the attic, head to the Home Depot's Store More, Save More event for Sterilite 64-quart latching storage totes. A special buy at just $6.48. You'll save $2. They're clear, so you'll see everything you've packed away come next season. And at this price, you can pack away, well, everything. The Store More, Save More event, now at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. Valid through January 29th in store and online while supplies last.
You're anything but average, so don't settle for an average job. Get a career in the union construction industry. In the Sheet Metal Workers Local 80 Apprentice Program, you'll get paid while you learn a great career you can be proud of. If you're over 18, like to work with your hands, have a high school diploma or GED and a valid driver's license, the Sheet Metal Workers Local 80 Apprentice Program is for you. Call 586-979-5190 or go to smw80jac.org for more information. Sheet Metal Workers Local 80 is an equal opportunity organization. Did you know there's more than one Las Vegas? There's the Strip with families on vacation and questionable odds. Then there's downtown Vegas, the original gambling and entertainment mecca. That's where you'll find the D Las Vegas. Book your stay at thed.com. The D Las Vegas, your home for Detroit sports in Vegas.
Sports news all day, every day. This is 97.1 The Ticket.
Brought to you by O'Reilly's. Pistons drop one at Utah, 110-77. They were outscored by 31 in the second half. NFL divisional playoffs today, starting later this afternoon. Seattle's Atlanta, the nightcap. Houston is at New England. Packers without Jordy Nelson for tomorrow's game against the Cowboys. Oakland Raiders will move to Las Vegas pending approval of the league's owners. Red Wing hockey tonight right here on The Ticket. They host Pittsburgh at the Joe at 7. Michigan basketball at home against Nebraska this afternoon at AM 950 WWJ. And Western Michigan hires Tim Lester, a former Broncos quarterback, to be their head coach. At the Ticket Update Desk, I'm Jeff Lesson. For more, 97.1theticket.com.
Even if you miss the game, we'll make you feel like you were there. 97.1 The Ticket.
Welcome back. 9:30. If you're just joining us, it's the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show brought to you by Capital Mortgage
Love
Funding.
Tom Petty.
Yeah. 1-800-LOW-RATE. That's where you'll find us all at Capital Mortgage Funding right here locally in Southeast Michigan. You can also send us an email to mortgage.show@lowrateonline.com. Always live in the 97.1 studios. 248-539-9797.
You guys want to talk about property values at all? No.
We can go into all that.
Appraisals, anything like that?
Let me introduce the panel here because we have Stephanie Janica at the halfway here. And Steph, thanks for joining us. Keller Williams out there in Novi and Northville area. Steph, you're great on the air and we love having you, but you're also a great agent. And I always appreciate appreciate doing business with you. We had a nice closing yesterday.
Yes, we did. It
a lot
was
of fun.
nice. It was
What makes a
fun,
great
smooth.
agent?
You know what, great? I think that one of the number one things is great communication. I truly do. I think
Number
a
one.
hardworking person with great communication is the key to a smooth transaction. People want answers quickly.
This is a scary process for people. You know, we do this every single day, so it doesn't feel like anything to us. But this is a big, scary process to a lot of people. And if they're not being communicated with, they don't know what's going on, and that's when things start to get stirred up, and you've got issues from there. If you communicate, things run smooth.
Things go smooth again. We always think that continuously giving knowledge to people gives them the confidence to move forward too with these transactions. So again, it's this constant knowledge thing. So as some of the industry has moved away, they want to tell people, no, you don't need to know anything. It's wrong. You need to know more and more and more.
You'd be
What's
amazed
going on, yeah.
how much I spend in education, or how much time I put into furthering my education in real estate and everything else that's out there.
And a lot of things that the government stepped in. Of course, October 2015, October 3rd, the CFPB put in effect the TRID program. TRID integrated some of the confusing forms, the truth in lending form, along with the old good faith estimate. Now you get a loan estimate. I think that form, generally speaking, does help give more information. I don't mind. I like the document.
Wrong.
I totally disagree, dude.
Well, we'll get back to that.
The old form was so much easier.
Oh my
to
gosh, the
understand.
truth in lending form.
Better.
Did you like the truth in lending? The old truth in lending form?
Of course
Yes,
I don't know.
way better.
They called it the truth and confusion form, guys. But your
really?
memory.
What do you call it now? No one's
the loan
the new
estimate.
name yet for the new one.
I call it a loan estimate.
It's a gong show, is what it
It
is.
is.
Also, the closing disclosure that replaces the HUD-1 settlements thing. I love these guys.
That's worse.
That's worse?
Worse.
Okay.
The new closing disclosure? Oh, but it's 20 times worse than the old HUD.
No question. But that's okay.
Because you've got all
Loving this morning.
Hold on, you've got all the seller's costs on there too, and it's lumped in. It just says closing costs. So you've got the seller's transfer tax, the seller's title policy, a year of property taxes, homeowners insurance. Closing costs $9,000.
I gotta hear from some other mortgage people on this.
Like Stephanie said, and I hope we get more mortgage people calling in. But here's the deal: like Stephanie said, it's all about communication. What you have to tell your clients up front is, listen, the number that I gave you when we sat down is going to be very close to the number that you're going to pay in
Correct.
closing costs at closing. So we're going to give you a loan cost worksheet, and we're going to break it down. Now, the document that you're going to get in the mail in 3 days, that is a compliance document that is for disclosure purposes only. Please
that we legally have to send out.
Please refer to my loan cost estimate.
Right.
Okay? And when you have questions about that, don't panic. Email me, call me, text me, get together with me, and I will go over it again. But please don't panic. That is what it's become. But like Stephanie said, we have to communicate that to our client, and I want our client talking to us. But those forms for consumers everywhere across America has been an abomination.
It's been
That's a fact.
Okay. I'm going to let you go with it.
You like it better?
I actually think it's better than the previous. Yes, I really do. I really do. It's up for conversation. 248-539-9797. You know what I like? I like anything that brings more education to a buyer so they understand every step of the process.
That's why there's 31 flavors of ice cream, Harvey.
It doesn't work for everyone. Hey, there's an absence. They continuously talk about this.
I like Fat Elvis.
The absence of millennials
so
out
it's
there.
Banana and peanut butter. It's so good.
You're not a millennial, right, Alex?
No, I'm not, dude. I'm 38 years old.
But you would have been close.
Grown-ass man, dude.
The major topic already has always been about, the local job market here. But, these millennials, 18 to 36-year-olds, 40% of them still living at home. One of the most, it's a big impact on our society right now because we need them out there purchasing homes.
Yeah,
we do, and that makes everything move in motion. The U.S. homeowners right now are holding $13 trillion in home equity at the end of 2016. There's some tremendous wealth that can be built up. How about having a home that you own free and clear when you're old like me or you, Harry?
So the sun is rising and setting with millennials in our society. I love that.
Well, here's something I read yesterday. So in July of 2016, U.S. Census Bureau said that the ownership rate is at the lowest they've seen it since they started testing the stats in 1968.
I don't get that. I don't know if it's, they used to say, hey, too much student loan for the kids out there, but there's so many opportunities.
That just shows you where we're going to be going. If we're at the lowest point right now.
Why do you think that is?
They're going to be buying.
No, I'm going to tell you why. Okay? A lot of factors.
Go ahead.
And I don't want to be the old guy in the room. However,
Well,
it was
it's too late.
There was a lot of incentive to move out of your parents' house because you went to college, you went to school, you moved out, you lived alone, you lived at school, then you got out and you graduated, and then you wanted to be on your own. Okay? We as parents have made it so easy for our kids. Why would you ever want to leave when you're watching a 70-inch TV laying on the couch and your mom's bringing you food all day long? I don't know about you. It didn't happen in my house. All right, so kids, when I was a kid, and I'm still a kid at heart, we wanted to get out. We wanted to go to work. We wanted to finish. We wanted to get done. We wanted to go out and make our own way. And we would start at the bottom, okay? We would start at the bottom and then work our way up. Now, all of a sudden, you're graduating, you have a business degree or whatever, and you want to make 100, 200 grand right away coming out.
Yeah.
I'm not taking that job. Are you kidding me? So that's number one. Number two is student loan debt is at all-time highs.
That's the
number
next bubble to
three,
burst.
everything
That's
is
it.
more expensive. Number four is go look up the millennials and all the entitlement issues, all the
I don't know.
Hey, let's get together in a group and solve this in a group and have group projects and all that kind of. That's all well and good, but sooner or later you have to start doing things on your own.
All right, let's move on to some calls. 248-539-9797. Mike from Macomb, good morning. Welcome to our show.
Thank you.
What's up, man?
First time caller. Well, last year I remortgaged or refinanced, and I dropped it down 0.75, so that was good. Now they're calling me again for another 0.25. Is it worth it to obviously reset the mortgage? I call it
For a quarter point.
No, an eighth.
0.25 is a quarter. So
I think it's a 1.25.
Yeah, quarter percent lower. So they said to you that's going to save you X amount of dollars. You're going back 12 months in time or whatever it is. How many you've already paid, and it's going to save. And what's it going to cost you?
They say no cost, but obviously they're going to roll it in. And
Well, no, the whole deal.
there's two different things there, yeah.
That's totally different, man. Because no cost means they're really not charging you any closing costs. Rolling it in, they're still charging it to you, so your principal balance is going to go up. So you have to do the math and think, if you're only going to save on a quarter point, I mean, what's the loan amount?
It's going to be for $258.
So I mean, and what's the rate currently?
I'm at 4.
And what's the new rate?
And they're going to give you 3 3/4 on a 30-year fixed.
Yeah.
With no
That's
cost?
not happening, dude.
No.
Can't happen.
It's never happening.
That's not happening.
Yeah.
That's
on
on a true no-cost loan. That cannot happen in today's market.
No, not a chance, partner.
Hey, you can get it in writing, Mike, and run it by us. We'll call you after the show and see if we can, just get on board with you. And if you're happy with their service, you just want us to take a peek and we can discuss it with you, that'd be great.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
Good
Awesome.
question.
Thanks,
Thank
Mike.
you.
Take care, man.
That one came up quite a bit in the past, Harry, because families, when they got rates were low. They were at 8%. We've been around a long time. We watch them trickle all the way down. When they were at 6 and then 5.5 became available, sure, you want to take advantage of that.
So a true no-cost loan is zero cost to the borrower, rolling nothing in, zero. Okay? If he can get 3 3/4,
well, then we would tell him.
no
Yes.
cost, and it's lowering his rate and lowering his payment, he would have to do that.
Right.
I'm skeptical. Let's put it that way. Is it impossible? Nothing's impossible. But I'm skeptical. I'd like to see the documents and review it, and then I would tell him, hey, go do it.
All right. Sounds like good stuff. We continue to see drastic changes in the mortgage industry as they've been going on forever. Way back in the day, you needed a lot of money. Yeah, you really did. When I first started here, and we talked about this last week, there really wasn't as many. There was no 3% downs unless it was FHA.
Right.
And then they had, conventional loans. And to get a 5% down conventional loan when I broke in 25, 27 years or whatever it was difficult.
It was very difficult.
You need a great credit.
You need the equivalent of right now a 780 credit score at that point in time. And there weren't too many people that had it. So there were very few 5% down transactions in 1989, 1990. Okay?
And now things have changed dramatically. So again, you don't need as much money to put down on homes. You don't need the amount of reserves you used to need. And there's so many different programs out there. Again, good employment, good credit, funds to close, a head on your shoulder. You're going to be able to become a home buyer. Oh, we lost that guy on that one. But definitely find out where you fit into the home buying process. Again,
Sean, call us back. We were waiting for your call. We were taking
go
you
to
next.
him.
Where are you, Sean?
Hey, fair
Let's
enough.
go.
All right, 248-539-9797. If you were just joining us again, let's not forget about refinance transactions out there. So many families taking advantage, as we spoke about, the equity in your home. So now would be that time. If you have a first and a second mortgage, add those two loans together and see if that will benefit you. Many families out there on those second mortgage areas, as we see, are only paying interest only on those home equity loans. Folks, that's no way to go. Definitely give us a phone call and see how you can save money. 248-539-9797. We'll be right back.
Mike Valenti here with Tony Ortiz. Tony, this time of year, we find out if you actually kept your 2016 New Year's resolutions.
Okay, let's do it.
Did you learn to play the violin?
Not a chance in the world.
Did you watch some of the fancy Oscar movies with the subtitles?
No.
How about the bungee jumping you promised me?
You know what? I might have tried that once or twice, but, I was afraid I'd hit my head on the rocks.
What did you do this year?
I lost 30 pounds in 40 days with the Nutrimost program. That's right, Mike. 30 pounds and 6 inches off my waist in 40 days. No exercise, no surgery. Like me, it was simple.
30 pounds in 40 days? I guess that makes up for all the other things you fell short on. Listen, if you want results like Tony here, give Nutrimost a call. 1-800-IDEAL-U. For a limited time, you'll get $200 off the program, and they'll let you set up a full body analysis, a $99 value, for just $27. Lose weight in 40 days with Nutrimost. Call 1-800-IDEAL-U.
That's right. I lost 30 pounds in just 40 days, and you know what? You can too. Call 1-800-IDEAL-U right now.
Headed downtown to the auto show, maybe a hockey game? Stop by the #1 Wahlburgers in America, Wahlburgers in Greektown. Wahlburgers open weekdays 11 to 11, weekends till 1. Features a full-service bar and amazing sandwiches like the Beast, a double-decker burger with pulled pork, the triple-decker, and Mom's Sloppy Joe's, Mark Wahlberg's favorite. Try their Thanksgiving Day sandwich, their crispy haddock sandwich, or Jen's chicken sandwich. Wahlburgers mac and cheese is served with smoked bacon, and it is amazing. Enjoy Wahlburgers thin, crispy onion rings, tater tots, and sweet potato tots. Freshly made soups, house-made chili, and tasty desserts like the crispy apple empanada and grilled banana fluffanata. Bring the kids. They have a great small burgers menu. Heading downtown, make it even more special. Stop at Wahlburgers, 569 Monroe in Greektown. Load up before or after the auto show, a hockey game, or any downtown event at Detroit's hottest spot, Wahlburgers. And you'll see why it's the #1 Wahlburgers in America.
Mark Z here with Keller Williams. The winter season is one of the best times to sell your home. While your competition is waiting till spring and summer, I'll have your home sold, guaranteed. While most realtors are still sleeping, my team is selling a home every day. Get the Z Guarantee, a proven system to get your home sold for top dollar in the shortest amount of time. Go to soldbymarkz.com and start packing.
Get the Z Guarantee. Call Mark Z. Call 844-SOLD-BY-Z.
At Menards, home improvement means saving big. Because right now, you'll get an 11% rebate on everything in the store, including thousands of sale items. Whether it's simple updates or large renovations, you'll save 11% on all of it. Now's the perfect time to finish those projects and get ready for the next big thing. Stop waiting and start saving. With an 11% rebate on everything, even sale prices, now at Menards. Good through January 14th. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
Save big money at Menards.
TimeshareExitTeam.com resolves to help you live up to your New Year's resolutions. Reduce stress. TimeshareExitTeam.com. Get quality sleep. TimeshareExitTeam.com. Get in shape. Not sure we can help you with that, but we can trim the fat you're tired of paying for every month. The industry leader in exiting your timeshare safely, legitimately, and for goodly. Get out of your timeshare. TimeshareExitTeam.com and rid yourself of that timeshare quicker than caving on one of your New Year's resolutions.
The Red Wings host the Penguins tonight, and 97.1 The Ticket will be there to get you fired up. Jeff Rieger will be broadcasting by the Gordie House statue starting at 6. The Ticket Chicks and the Street Team will be there too, with your lucky chance to play Michigan Lottery's Winter Lucky Times 10 $5 instant game. Win up to $300,000. There's fun in every one. And register to win tickets to see the Wings, courtesy of Chevrolet, the official vehicle of the Detroit Red Wings. Get your tickets to the farewell season at the Joe at DetroitRedWings.com.
We never miss the Extra Point. 97.1 The Ticket.
Welcome back to the show, 9:45. Again, it's the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. Give us a call here live in the studio, 248-539-9797. Always a Capital Mortgage, 1-800 low rate, the best mortgage banker.
Can I give that shout out to Wall Lake Western Warriors?
We got a whole section for that. We have a miscellaneous section today, so please go for it.
60-41 over crosstown rival Wall Lake Central Vikings.
Poor Jay took it on the chin, but way to go.
Hey, man, boys played well in the second half.
Congrats, Harry. Nice.
It's only about the win. It was good. Great teamwork. A lot of fun. Big high school atmosphere.
That's a lot of fun. It really is.
Yep.
Some other miscellaneous. Yeah, my neighbor was over last night, Juliet. She's moving from the Maxbrook office in Birmingham to the Maxbrook office in Bloomfield Hills. I said, hey, that's great, Juliet. I'm going to announce on there. There you go. There's her announcement.
Good shout out.
So good shout out to her. Anyone else who needs a shout out, 248-539-9797.
Alex, you want to shout out to Julie and Paul at all?
Yeah, they're listening. They're good.
Good. Hi, Julie.
We
and
had a
Paul.
nice dinner last night. Good.
Hey,
Take care of me.
We want to throw
My
that out
father's-
there.
My father's insane. It makes me laugh.
Paul's a great guy. We threw this out there because we recognized, again, in the last year, definitely, there's at least, it feels like there's 2,000 to 3,000 brand new agent staff, and you're out there in the trenches. And again, you got to start somewhere. And we want to help, there's no doubt. Usually, I guess they're honest with their borrowers and they say, hey, look, this is one of my newer deals, but I have a team full of experts here to help you. And that's what we urge. We say, look, it's okay that your agent's brand new. It's fine if they have a team of experts helping them get through the transaction. But we do invite all these brand new, if you're a brand new agent listening, if you know somebody who's newer to the industry, have them call us directly at Capital Mortgage Funding. More than welcome to come and see what we do every day at our office, see our facility, see our production team, our closing department, our processing department. More importantly, we'll sit down with you and go over new programs, new strategies, things that'll help you and your borrowers be successful in home
Well,
ownership.
it's a dissemination of accurate versus inaccurate information. We coined that phrase 17 years ago. Bottom line is this, is that we do everything in our office. We process, close, fund, underwrite, everything there. Not a mortgage broker, mortgage banker. That's all we do. No checking accounts, no savings accounts, no car loans, boat loans, anything of that nature. So if you want to come in, you want to see how the process works, let's do it. We'll show you around. We'll take you on a tour. We'll introduce you to our staff. We've got a lot of people there that know what they're doing, experience. Like I said, over 25, 30 years of experience in our office. Some guy has 36 years of experience. So it's not a rookie shop. And listen, if you're a rookie, like Harvey said, you have to start somewhere. We'll help you through the process. And it's just about that communication and getting the accurate information.
Right. Also, we got a little reminder, Martin Luther King Day is Monday. So if you happen to have the day off, take advantage. If you haven't refinanced and you have the day off, feel free to call us at Capital all weekend long. Today, tomorrow, call us here on the show. We can sit down with you as early as Monday and go over everything again. There's no obligation to get some education behind you and find out how you can save money. Still, so many families out there, Alex, I'm still shocked, can take advantage of refinancing their mortgage. Again, whether you want get out of that FHA loan that has that MIP, the lifetime MIP that'll never go away, or if you have that equity in the house, you can switch to conventional programs with none of that.
Rates have bripped up a little bit, but I think there's still a lot of savings out there. Historically, rates are still extremely low, and a lot of people have equity in their houses now, and I think. I really like to focus on consolidating, what Harry calls that toxic debt, the credit card debt at 15.99%. I've got a client right now in process, and we're paying off literally $60,000 in credit card debt, and his credit's not great because he's carrying a ton of credit card debt. And he's like, well, I thought my rate would be a little bit lower. Listen, man, your rate's a moot point, man. Your overall debt rate right now, your average rate on the debt you're carrying is 11%.
So, Alex, the key to that, though, is we're going to pay that off, but he's got to tear up those credit cards.
I told him that.
Okay, that's one and done. He's got to get it done, over with, see you later. Say goodbye to that toxic debt.
Yeah, you can't treat your house like an ATM machine, man.
That's right.
Once we get those cards paid off, you got to tear them up. You can't do it again, man. It's like your one free pass.
Yeah, no doubt. 248-539-9797. Let's go off to Ryan in Detroit. Good morning, Ryan. Welcome to our show.
Hey, good morning, guys. Thank
Morning,
you.
sir.
Good morning, Ryan.
Good. Hey, man, thanks a lot, man. I've been listening to you guys frequently. I'm in the market now to buy a home, currently renting an apartment and trying, my mortgage is up here in June. Been a ride for me, man. In 2011, I filed Chapter 7 bankruptcy. Since then, I've just been diligent, getting my credit back up. I got gainful employment right now. My credit score is up. That I'm starting to get potential offers from banks. So, things are looking good. It's one little blemish on my credit report right now that got slipped through the cracks during my bankruptcy, and it was a medical bill in the amount of $815. I've been talking to them, trying to get it lowered. They're willing to take 80%. But I told them, I had to get back in the piggy bank. I'll call them back, with the consideration. Now, some of the mortgage guys are telling me a couple of things, and this is where I'm confused. They say, actually, Ryan, if you pay this, it may actually harm your credit right now.
Yeah, it could. Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to see your guys' take on that.
That's a great question.
Well, so Ryan, what's your credit score right now? You know what that is?
680.
I mean, you just pay it off, dude. I mean, you owe the money, pay it. I mean, if your score goes from 680 to 672, it's not going to change your transaction. When was your bankruptcy?
Okay.
How long ago was your bankruptcy?
Said 11.
June 2011.
11. And was there a house in the bankruptcy?
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, I mean, you're pretty much good to go, man. I mean, it's a pretty straightforward transaction, sir.
Hey, man, well, I appreciate it, guys. I was really on the fences about that, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get it out the way because I got the cash to do it.
Awesome,
I'm just
man.
making sure I'm taking everything, the right way.
Sweet, dude. Yeah, I'll give you a call for the show, man. Help you out, man.
Okay, thanks a lot,
Cool.
guys.
All
Thank
right,
you, sir.
great call. Thanks
See
for
you,
that,
man.
Ryan. Hey, definitely get an approval letter in your hand. If you got a similar situation like that, what you want to do is get in touch with us. And you make the decision. Like you said, Alex, one day he's going to have to pay that collection account. They'll eventually keep hounding him. But not necessarily now. He doesn't necessarily now have to pay it. I'm okay if he doesn't.
Me saying that, that's just me personally.
Yeah.
Just pay it, dude.
Yeah, but
I mean,
Alex,
I don't want.
there's nobody better than helping shape people's credit and fix it than you. Okay.
Thank you.
There's not. You don't need to call this credit repair thing and pay $500, $700, $1,000 to get your credit repaired. If you call Alex at our office, he's got this magic software that we call it, and he will tell you what you have to pay off and how many points it's going to improve your credit score.
It's not really magic, but the company the company that we pull our credit reports through,
right?
It's called a Rapid Rescore. So it tells what you do is you run your report through there, and it tells us what you have to pay off or pay down and the impact it'll have on your credit scores.
Yes.
So if you got a credit card and the limit on it's $10,000 and you owe $8,600, it'll say pay it down to $4,000 and your scores go between 20 to 26 points.
Right. So you don't need to call somebody up and give them a check for $500 to do this.
No,
for
I'll
you.
do it for free. It takes
That's
me
right.
two, it takes
That's
me
what
2
we
minutes.
do.
That's
Alrighty.
exactly why you want to get out there before you start shopping around, so that if you need to make these tweaks, you can do that before you found the house that you fall in love with.
All right. Hey, let's go off to Nick in Canton. Hey, good morning, Nick. Welcome to our show. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, hi guys. How you doing?
Good morning, sir.
Nick.
Good. So I got a question. I'm a first-time homeowner. I've been in the same house for about 10 years, and the wife and I are just tired of putting money into the house. So we're considering buying a house that's about 80% built. But we need to sell our house first to be able to afford this new house. And I'm just concerned about the process of putting a deposit down on a builder and, getting them a contract signed and possibly having to sell my house to be able to afford the new one. Is now a good time to consider doing something like that?
Yes, absolutely. You've got a couple different options there. So you could put an offer in on this next build contingent on your first home selling. Or you could also work with the buyers for your current house and say, hey, look, I might need a little bit of extra time to make this deal work out with my next purchase.
Hey, Steph, one of the things, too, and I like where you're going with this, too, how many days on the market is it? He needs to find out how many days, like his subdivision, for example, how soon do those homes sell?
Yes. Yeah, you could live in a subdivision where it could go in 7 days, or you might be looking at 30 to 60 days. It changes a little bit, but have somebody take a look. Give me a call after the show. I can go ahead and take a look at it, let you know what you could expect to get from it and how quickly that neighborhood is turning around, and then help you structure that next offer for this.
Yeah, that's really good stuff, right? Your professionalism comes in, and then all of a sudden now we're talking about timing, sitting down and communicating with the builder on when they're going to complete the project, and then also having sort of a good idea how long it would take to sell this house, putting all that knowledge together and making it so it's pretty flawless. I mean, it happens all the time.
Having a complete picture of that timeline is very important. You don't want to start the process and only know what half of it looks like and end up homeless kind of thing. You want to know the whole process.
And Nick, you mentioned that the house was already 80% done, right?
Yeah, the builder is estimating that the house will be done by the end of February, beginning of March. That's what he's telling me.
Yeah, sooner than later.
It's
yeah,
right there, man. Yeah, it's almost done. I mean, so you just have to time it properly. If you want to buy, put a deposit down on it and then list your house, and you can always negotiate occupancy, man. You can say sell your house and say that the people can't move in until March 1st, it's all negotiable.
Yeah, you could actually how about if you put this, you make an offer now, and you could say, hey, close on or before, let's even say February 28th, or even March 30th for that matter, on or before, and then also allowing yourself maybe another 30 days of occupancy after the close.
Put a little cushion in there at different points. But it sounds like your timing is close enough where I would hop on that, because you really could make a smooth transition into that next new build.
Yeah, pretty exciting stuff. Nick, we want to get you an approval letter and see if we can help you with the end mortgage on that new construction. So looking forward to calling you after the show. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome. All right,
Thanks,
best of luck again. Anyone out there in the same situation, be sure to call Capital Mortgage Funding. We are open all weekend long and all week long at 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. And that music means it's about the end of our show.
Yeah, celebrating 17 years on the air and 25 years. Thank you for helping celebrate our 25th anniversary in the business as Capital Mortgage Funding.
Right, a little mild word week out there, so definitely get out there if you haven't hooked up with a real estate agent. Stephanie Janiga, you would be the best one to hire for sure.
It's a lot more fun to go looking for houses when there's no snow on the ground, too. So
and
get
you
out
can see
there.
what the roof looks like
Yes.
for sure. All right, Steph, thanks for joining us from Keller
Thank
Williams
you.
out in Novi and Northville area. Always a pleasure to have you. Hey, for Harry Glanz and Axel Fusi, I'm Harvey Free. We got Pat Caputo coming up, Kyle Bogey down there at the North American International Auto Show. We'll see you next Saturday.
The preceding was a paid program. Views expressed on this program are not necessarily those of CBS Radio, its sponsors, or affiliates.
Hi, Harry Glanz for Capital Mortgage Funding. Rates are at historic lows, and they're not going down to zero. So what are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE and let our award-winning staff help you save money. If you're looking to purchase a new home, refinance your existing home, and you want to save money, call 1-800-LOW-RATE and take advantage of these historic low rates. That's Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. What are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE. Capital Mortgage Funding is powered by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, NMLS ID number 2289, Equal Housing Lender.
A new year calls for new appliances from JCPenney. Hurry in for up to 30% off major appliances. Plus, get 30 months special financing on purchases of $7.99 or more after discounts with your JCPenney credit card.